This is your Adventist News, a service of the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists, and I'm Stanley Lord. Coming up in this week's broadcast, faith and science. The cure has been delivered, and Bahamas Academy rewards hard work. These stories and more on this week's Adventist News. Creation Sabbath was held globally throughout the Seventh-day Adventist Church on Sabbath, October 24th, under the theme Faith and Science. Viewers tuned in to the service held locally for the South Bahamas Conference via YouTube and Zoom. Members celebrated the connection of not only faith and science, but of a God-created universe. Dr. Timothy Standish, senior scientist at the Geoscience Research Institute, presented the message under the theme Reality Still Matters. Dr. Standish shared that God gives us all knowledge to understand and to identify with the reality that we live in.
I don't know what's wrong with radiometric dating. When I look at the assumptions, they look reasonable to me. However, when I look at the data, and when the data are consistently and logically interpreted, you don't always get realistic dates. I mean, I mentioned that example of dates, 250,000 years into the future in samples. You get this sort of thing. What I'm certain of is this. I am not going to reject my faith in God's word based on something that is clearly and obviously wrong often enough.
In a later meeting, Dr. Standish gave biological evidence of a recent creation.
Basically, when you look at DNA, there are 4 different chemicals that are used to encode the information in DNA. We symbolize them with A, T, G, and C. And so you got one set of DNA from your mother and one set of DNA from your father. So each individual has 2 copies of the human genome. If you have 2 individuals, you have 4 copies of the human genome. As far as that's concerned, you can have the entire universe of what's possible right there. There are a lot of other things that come in that can introduce even more variability than that.
Members were enlightened and were given an opportunity to get their questions answered. The Cure, an online evangelistic effort hosted by the South Bahamas Conference, has certainly been a new form of evangelism for the members. Hundreds of them, along with their friends, logged onto the virtual platforms to hear powerful preaching and inspirational music. Last weekend, Pastor John Boston II, visiting evangelist from the United States, presented during the campaign.
Jesus is truth. I am delivering to you a message that Jesus gave to all of his followers, a message of hope, a message that we can have confidence in, a message that indicates to us that Jesus knew what would happen. He even told his people that in this world you will have trouble, but do not fret, do not worry, because I, Jesus says, have overcome the world. He knew we would face difficult days. He knew we will face dark moments. He knew that the world would be looking for answers. And in the Bible, he gave us those answers. He showed us that there was a way, and he let us know no matter how bad it gets, I'm coming back.
The week featured a number of our evangelists who presented providing solutions to today's problems.
I want you to look at your watch right now. Look at your watch, the clock on your computer, on the tablet, and look at the time. What time is it? Look at the time. Now, I want to ask you, in 5 minutes, what's going to happen? And if you can tell me what's going to happen in 5 minutes, you got a prize. Now, what's going to happen in half an hour? What's going to happen in a year? What's going to happen in 5 years? What's going to happen in 10 years with you and your family? What's going to happen to the world in 20 years? And I bet most of the answers, and I'm sure all of the answers are going to be, I don't know. I don't know. If you don't know, wouldn't you like to be associated with somebody who actually knows? That's why God gotta be leading the way, because he actually knows what is best for you, because he knows the future.
The Cure concludes this weekend with Pastor Myron Edmonds, who will preach on Friday and Saturday evenings at 7 p.m. Spread the word and log in with your friends to receive a blessing. During the past 2 weeks, the secondary division of Bahamas Academy held its annual senior class presentation honors convocation services. The honors convocation included the entire secondary division as students gathered virtually to celebrate their accomplishments of the previous school year. Mrs. Denise Lewis Johnson, attorney at law and parent, shared a keynote message to encourage and remind the students on the importance of education.
I am here to tell you, you are a success. And parents, you ought to celebrate your children. Keep up the faith and keep pressing forward. I want all students to look at yourself. Set the standard of your success. Do not let others or the world define your success. Know that this school is but one phase in your life's journey. It does not, it must not, and it will not define singularly your future success.
Students were awarded for success in various subjects, disciplines, and for outstanding accomplishments, including awards for the principal's list and honor roll. We say congratulations and wish the students the best for this school year.
Hi, my name is Siobhan Sherman, and I want to share with you an exciting way to get involved with the Adventist Development and Relief Agency, or better known as ADRA, now in the Bahamas. ADRA is the humanitarian organization of the Seventh-day Adventist Church and exists solely to help people live the way that God intended. ADRA Bahamas has been engaged in partnerships with other civic organizations with a focus on Abaco, Grand Bahama, and New Providence. We have thus far provided water to communities impacted by Hurricane Dorian, food packages and household items to residents, repaired damaged roofs of teachers and community members' homes, conducted school rehabilitations to help quicken the return of students to school. And there is still more that we have to do, and you can help. You can join us in being a part of our Make a Difference initiative. Make a Difference is an opportunity to allow all of your coins and, of course, the welcomed dollar bills to touch the life of someone else. As you know, our 1 cent coin will become obsolete at the end of 2020. Rather than throwing these coins away, let's redeem them. Do you have a jar of pennies or coins? Free yourself of those coins from now until December 1st. You will never know how far those coins can go. It can end up in a project in Andros or Exuma or New Providence, or it can help in a disaster somewhere around the world through partnerships with one of our 135 ADRA country offices. So, let the coins roll. You may drop your coins to your church, at the local conference office, deposit it to our account, deliver it to our head office, or call us and we will come and pick it up from you. So, join us. Let the coins and dollar bills roll to make a difference in the lives of others and help show and share your love and commitment to God, while helping to improve the quality of life for your brother and sister, the way God intends for all. Thank you.
Welcome back to your Adventist News. Coming up in the South Bahamas Conference, Week of Prayer for the Children and Adolescents has been ongoing from October 25th through 31st. The children and teens have been participating in daily challenges shared by WhatsApp and the CHAM Facebook page. The children have been enjoying the experience of learning how to pray and have been sharing their experience every day under the theme, Jesus Covers Me. A joint service will be held on October 31st, where the week of prayer will come to a climax. Connect with your CHAM leader, see the conference website, or visit the Children and Adolescent Ministries South Bahamas Conference Facebook page for more information. The Adventist men of the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists will be holding a conference-wide virtual men's conference on November 27th through 29th. Men are encouraged to plan now to attend the conference, which promises to be an unforgettable experience. For more information on these events, please visit our conference website at southbahamasconference.org, where you can view our news update along with other programming from our cable channel ATV 658, read the weekly logos, and the Adventist page publication from the Nassau Guardian.
Our ears do more than just help us with our sense of hearing. It also plays a major role in helping us with balance, standing still, walking, running, etc. If your sense of hearing decreases or is lost, the damage is most likely irreplaceable. Therefore, it is in your best interest to take good care of your ears. Here are a few tips that will help you to maintain your sense of hearing. Turn down the volume. According to studies, teens and adolescents have a higher risk of noise-induced ear damage compared to adults. This is because the volume is simply too high. To help with this issue, avoid extremely loud music at events, earphones that channel music directly into the ear canal, and take heed to the warning that pops up on your various devices, reminding you to turn the volume down. Give your ears time to recover. If you are exposed to loud noises for a prolonged period of time, like at a concert, your ears need time to recover. If you can, step outside for 5 minutes every so often in order to let them rest. Researchers have found that your ears need an average of 16 hours of quiet to recover from one loud night out. Avoid using Q-tips. Ear wax plays a significant role in maintaining your sense of hearing. Its purpose is to trap harmful particles and dust to stop them from entering your ear canal. Using Q-tips in your ear can damage your eardrum if inserted too deeply. Also, while it may remove some of the wax from your ear, most of it is pushed into your ear and can block the path. Listen. It is extremely important that you pay keen attention to what you allow to enter your mind. Philippians 4:8 says, "Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report. If there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think of these things." This has been Tanya Nomafo with your health tip courtesy of Adventist Television. And remember, God wants us to prosper and be in good health.
We go now to our news feature from around the world with the Adventist News Network.
First in the news, due to the rapid spread of COVID-19 in Haiti, a state of emergency has been declared 3 times, limiting travel and closing schools, churches, factories, and airports.
While these restrictions help prevent the spread of the virus, they had a crippling effect on an economy where half of the population lives on less than $2 per day. A day off work equals a day without food.
Country Director for the Adventist Development and Relief Agency, or ADRA, in Haiti, Fritz Bezereth, says in response to this critical situation, ADRA decided to increase the purchasing power of the vulnerable people living around ADRA's regional facilities in Haiti. We want to enable people and help them meet their minimum needs for food and non-food items.
ADRA implemented a money transfer to 2,600 households, or roughly 13,000 individuals, to help cover a little more than 13 days of wages, according to the minimum salary index set for Haiti. In addition to the money transfer, ADRA distributed educational pamphlets on COVID-19 and 500 wash kits. Bissereth added that all staff and beneficiaries are required to wear face masks at all times during operation hours.
ADRA provided support in Haiti covering the North, Northwest, Central, and Southern territories, ensuring that communities who were most vulnerable received cash vouchers assistance. Cash vouchers were distributed to more than 2,000 people.
That brings us to the end of our Adventist news from the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. Please feel free to share what is happening at your church by sending us your news stories and upcoming events by email to spcadventistnews@gmail.com. To view a rebroadcast of the Adventist news along with other programming, or to keep in touch with what's happening in our conference, visit our conference website at southbahamasconference.org. You can like, follow, and subscribe to our Facebook and Instagram pages, as well as our YouTube channel. And on behalf of the production team of Adventist Television Channel 658, thank you for watching our news broadcast. I'm Stanley Fullord for the SBC Media Network. Have a happy Sabbath.